And I'm going to let you in to a little secret. No one knows this, but I am going to reveal what happened the very first time they sent me this 1 kilogram silver coin. Do I regret buying 1 kilogram silver coins? Listen, it's something I actually often think about quite often. As a precious metal stacker and investor, I often find myself thinking about my purchases on gold bars, gold coins, silver coins and gold bars. But the one I think about the most is no doubtably, do I regret buying a 1 kilogram silver coin? Okay, so let's not beat around the bush. Let's pick this beautiful coin up and have a look at it. So yes, this is a 1 kilogram 2023 Britannia. And I love it. I mean, it's a beautiful coin. It's so heavy. It's the biggest piece I've got in my stack. You know, no doubtably it's 1 kilogram of silver bullion. But there is a few negatives that come to mind when I do handle and think about this coin. I bought this coin as an investment. I started my talks with Tavex Bullion. As most of you will now know, I'm affiliated with them. We have a fantastic partnership going where they send me bullion on a regular basis. Now, this was the very first piece that they actually ever sent me. And I'm going to let you in to a little secret. No one knows this, but I am going to reveal what happened the very first time they sent me this 1 kilogram silver coin. So, of course, it was a very big deal. They put a lot of trust into me. You know, they didn't know who I was. They only knew I had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time. And they sent me this 1 kilogram silver coin for my very first piece to review. I mean, I was blown away. What a substantial piece to send to a complete stranger on the hopes that I was going to send it back. I knew this was a great opportunity. Well, I filmed my review. Fantastic. It went very well. I was very pleased, very excited. My intentions were to send this piece back. Of course, it's an astronomically expensive piece of silver. I wasn't planning on buying it. Well, what happened was I was removing the camera from the jig and it fell out, landed on the capsule, and it cracked the capsule. A big fat crack across the capsule. And I was devastated. I couldn't believe what had just happened. I thought, oh my God, this is the first piece Tavex Bullion have ever sent me. And now I've got to send it back with a damaged capsule. I thought, oh my God, they're never going to send me any more precious metals ever again. So I held on to it for a few days and I was stressing a lot. I was thinking, look, do I try and buy a new capsule and send it back? Well, I couldn't find any capsules for these. So that one was out of the question. And then I was thinking, well, if I send it back, they're never going to send me any more precious metals ever again. So that's really a no. I can't really be doing that. So I thought I've got to buy it. And as much as I didn't want to buy this piece, because at the time I was buying gold bullion, I had to weigh up the pros versus the cons. And it simply came out that by buying this piece, not only would it put me in good stead with Tavex Bullion because they've sent me the very first piece of precious metals and I decided to buy it. I thought that would look great as a business-minded strategy. And also, at the end of the day, it is a kilogram of silver. And it is something I love, capital gains tax exempt Britannias. So it wasn't exactly like it was a piece I didn't like. I already liked it. So I made a business kind of savvy move and bought it. And it proved to be fantastic because since then, me and Tavex have unboxed so many pieces, reviewed so many beautiful gold bullion and silver bullion pieces. So that is how I came to own this 1 kilogram silver Britannia. Probably completely different to how most people buy them, I must admit. But that is a story I thought I'd share on how I acquired this coin. Of course, I paid for it. And yeah, I will say Tavex Bullion gave me a discount, which was very kind of them. So I'm not going to go specifically into what I paid for this, but I will tell you it was slightly off of £1,000. And on the website at the time, it was selling for over £1,000. So I got a pretty decent price for it at the time. So I was very pleased with that. Now, what could I have bought though? with the money that I spent on this coin? Well, I've worked that out, and I think you're going to be quite surprised by what you could actually buy instead of buying one of these 1 kilogram Silver Britannia coins. Okay, so if you was going to buy this right now, let's say it's going to set you back £1,000 on the nose, or just under. So for that, you could pick up 15 1 gram gold Tavex bars, and you could have some change. You could also pick up, in a different sale, 3 5 gram PAMP gold bars. You could pick up 5 1/10 ounce gold Britannias, 5, instead of one single coin. Or you could pick up 32 individual pieces of 1 ounce Coronation Silver Britannias, instead of buying one of these 1 kilogram Silver Britannias. So there is a slight breakdown of what you could buy instead of buying one of these pieces. Now, something to mention is the premiums. There is a big, fat, hefty premium on these 1 kilogram Silver Britannia coins. You're paying well over spot price. And if you're in the United Kingdom, you'll know that there's a 20% VAT on silver as well. So it is really, really hard to justify buying silver in the first place because of the premiums and the VAT. So when you're looking at a valuable piece to this size, that just compounds and you're paying so many premiums. And yeah, it does get a little bit costly. However, having said that, when you do buy bigger purchases, you tend to get better value for money. But nonetheless, we're talking a lot of money, £900 to £1,000. So overall, this piece, yeah, I acquired it in a very obscure, not very traditional way for business savvy reasons. So the question lies, do I regret buying this 1 kilogram silver coin, or should I have bought maybe 15 1 gram Tavex bars? It's a good question. I love 1 gram gold bars and I love the Tavex bars. I think they're stunning. As you will probably know, I'm more into my gold bullion as an investor than silver. Having said that, I love the fact that silver is a precious metal, but it's heavily used in the industrial market. We know it's one of the most conductive precious metals out there, one of the most reflective. It's used in everything from medicine, healthcare, solar panels, electric cars, and so on. I do believe it's currently massively undervalued. I think in the next 10 years to 20 years, it could be worth a lot more. Something else that I think's worth mentioning as well is that I'm a content creator. It's really important to me making episodes on investing, saving wealth, budgeting, and how to accumulate wealth through compounding and preserving wealth against inflation. And there was no doubt a factor for me thinking about when the time came to maybe buy this because of the whole situation, it would have a great benefit to me as a content creator. Of course, it's an extremely substantial piece. Hardly any people really stack these. It's quite a rare item to have in people's stack. For obvious reasons, it's an awful lot of money. And like I said before, in the UK, there's big premiums on silver and VAT, which is 20%. So that makes this a pretty difficult purchase to justify, in my opinion. It depends on your circumstances, your wealth, and your desires for your stacking goals, of course, because there are some people out there who would be able to afford this comfortably. But for me, it's not something I would buy regularly. I'm not sure if I would buy another one. I do love having it, and I'm now glad I own it. It's a beautiful piece. After all, I own a kilogram of silver in this single item alone, and I'm fully aware of that. And it helped me achieve a much bigger portfolio when it came to my silver bullion holding. I am a little bit organised as well, and I must say I kind of want another one for the reason that I don't like it being on its own. I almost like pairs of items or quadruples, and that's just maybe a little bit of my OCD coming out. But other than that, I can't see myself ever picking up another one. Never say never. I do like it. I'm glad I've got it, but I find it really hard to justify the price for the premiums and the VAT here in the United Kingdom. I think it really comes down to that value of money. I'd rather leave myself buying let's say 15 1-gram gold Tavex bars or 5 1/10 ounce Britannias. I feel like that would be a much nicer addition to my investment portfolio than another 1 kilogram silver coin. Obviously, it's not as liquid as well. If you want to sell it, you've got to sell off your whole investment. So that's definitely some reasons for and against. It's a bit of a love-hate relationship for me. I think it's lovely. I'm glad I've got it. I'm kind of glad the circumstances pushed me into buying it, because I doubt I would have ever bought one, especially by now. But yeah, that's kind of the story on, do I regret buying 1 kilo of silver? It's a love-hate relationship, but I'd say it's more of a love relationship at the moment. Let me know in the comments section what you think about 1 kilogram silver coins. I'd honestly be very interested to know. It's such a beautiful piece, but it's also got so much surrounding it in terms of premiums and VAT. It's a really tricky one to answer. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next episode. Thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to take a couple more moments of your time to let you know that I'm going to be revealing my entire investment portfolio. That includes precious metals, gold and silver, index fund holdings, property, cash savings, bonds, you name it. But I'm only going to be revealing this to channel members. And that video is going to be going live very, very soon. So if you do want to see what my entire financial net worth is, you can. All you have to do is become a channel member by clicking the join button to become a premium future investor. Not only will you get to see that video, you also get behind the scenes content, priority reply to comments, your YouTube channels will be linked in every single video description, and you also get automatically entry into gold and silver prizes every single month. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're looking for more future investments content, then that's probably the way forward for you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next episode. Bye-bye.